Hi everyone, this is Natasha and I thought I'd share with you a super quick and really easily mass producible cards, and these are holiday neutral. I used white and blue, and let's see if my camera will focus. Focus. There you go. See that blue stack of packages? It's this stamp from Stephanie Bernard's Stamps of Life, and it's the Penguins for Christmas. So I just used the little stack of presents, so it could be for Hanukkah, it could be for Christmas, and I used the new Spellbinders A2 size polka dot set that I just got from Flowers to Flourishes. So here's what I've discovered. It's the standard A2 size card, so 4 1/4 by 5.5 inches. I used a base layer, which is the white, but then I used some blue paper. This is that stack of cardstock that I bought from B.C. Moore. It's from Nicole, and it has a nice combination of various colors. It's not a very thick cardstock, but for layering it's fine. It's 65-pound weight. So the base and all the white is the Staples cover stock. Let me just move that out of the way so you're not getting glare. So this is what I found. When I was pulling it off the adhesive card, it did bend ever so slightly, which I'm always super cautious of. So what I had to end up doing is I use my Cuttlebug to run this. So it's an A plate, the base, A base, the C plate, then I put the die down, and then I put the piece of paper over it, and then a B plate, and I ran it through this way. And because of how much I've used my Cuttlebug, the roller, it doesn't have the same contact with the bases. So what I did is I did a quarter turn on my second pass in order to get a really clean cut on all of these fine little circles, which really did help. So that was the base, and that was in white, and I did put a layer of the blue in between. This is the second size ant. Now I've already removed the white little negatives from, which essentially makes confetti. This is one of those dies that would benefit greatly from extrusion foam to be added here, because let me tell you, it's not that it was difficult, but it was a bit of a pain to poke out every single one of these little dots, which is why I left this one in to show you. So let me just show you. So I take my little poker tool, and to boot, you know, you kind of pop them out by sticking a little pokey end in it, but they go everywhere, so you get the idea. So, but if you had extrusion foam in just this part, not this part, because you want to leave that for potential to emboss, but just on the edges. So I really wish that Spellbinders would offer the extrusion foam as an option for these finer detail dies, because every time you cut this, you have to take it out. Now, the other thing that I did try that worked marginally well is if you have painter's tape on hand, and I had one tiny little smidgen left, and I already used it and tossed it, unfortunately, you could put painter's tape on this side and then lift it up, and hopefully it'll pick up all of that. You know, that will be quicker, especially if you're mass producing these. But I do like the effect that it created. So all of these layers were adhered with my ATG gun. The very top layer I put on 1/8 inch foam dimensional tape, and this is in the inch wide piece, and it fit very nicely down the center, and this image fit perfectly, as you can see in the center of this. Once I've adhered everything down, I did one more thing just to give it a little bit of a dimension. I stuck my finger into where the decorative part is, and just ran it along this way, just to give it a little bit of a kind of a doily, kind of a thrown snow effect. So as you could see, it's just ever so slightly kind of raised. So great for mailing because it's within 1/4 inch thick, so it would go in the US. Oh, I'm sorry, my camera just keeps, now it's sepia. Hold on. There we go. So, and it's back. So this would be easily mailable with one stamp, 145-cent stamp, and then the only thing I did on the back is just add my signature stamp in the same color ink as I used for this, and that is the Studio G. Let's see if it has the, I don't think it has the color. Now, see, these have a tendency to sweat. I don't know why they do that, but it's pigment ink, and it was just the right shade of blue. Let me show you the back. There's no names, but it's VP0027. Yeah, it doesn't have an actual color on it, but it is from this year. So it's this nice kind of, it's not baby blue, and it has a little bit of a gray undertone, which matched nicely to the blue paper. So that's it. I mean, that's pretty quick. The longest thing that took for this card was to punch out the negatives from the spellbinders. So I'm gonna see if I can scrounge up another piece of, ooh, sorry, I'm getting glare, another piece of painter's tape, so I can have that on hand. Because I'm afraid of using regular tape, because then it'll make this side sticky where you would be peeling off your finished product, not just the negative. So hopefully that helps. That's my little tip and trick for using the Spellbinders A2 polka dots. It's these. Now there's a couple more pieces. There's this little piece, which I did cut in blue, but ended up not using it. It just didn't really go with anything. And there's also this longer piece, which would be nice for a sentiment at the bottom of a card. So here, let me just peel it up so you could see. Oh, see? The industrial strength tape, I'm always very cautious of that. So this would be a nice, you know, space for a sentiment if that's what you want to use it for. So the only thing that I did cut is the blue paper for the blue piece for the inside, and that was 2 3/4 by 4 inches. So really easy. And I know you can't really see the image until I show it to you up close, but it's very understated. But you could certainly put, I don't know, you can put one candle for a menorah, or you could, I don't know, stocking stamp. I just happened to pull out this, and I know that this little penguin would have fit in there as well, but I decided to go with the holiday neutral, and I could use my peace and joy, happy holidays on the outside of the envelope. So there you go. As always, if you have any questions, please leave me a comment. I'll include the links in the description below to my blog, where I'll have some photographs and the recipe for the card, along with links whenever possible to the products that I've used. And I am sorry I've been MIA, a little MIA because of work and just life, very busy. So I will restart the holiday series as much as I can in the next few days. I have Monday and Tuesday off, so I might do a Ustream on Monday, and I will post a Facebook message and tweet when I'm going to be up. So as always, if you have any questions, please leave me a comment. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Thumbs up.